Hi, I'd like to take a moment to remember Bob Burns, who has died back on December 12th at the age of 90. A lot of people watching this will not know who Bob Burns was, but he was a very popular archivist, collector, uh, a historian of props. He collected a lot of props. He met Glenn Strange and was friendly with him in the years where Glenn Strange gave him all kinds of items from his acting career. Glenn Strange had played the Frankenstein monster in House of Frankenstein, House of Dracula, and Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein. Glenn gave, I believe, a headpiece from the Frankenstein monster to Bob, and also gifted him an actual set of real Frankenstein monster boots, the shoes that he wore. And he was, by all accounts, was a very nice guy, very friendly. Seemed to really love his horror movies, his monster films, and the fact that the man was able to live to 90 as what we tend to call a monster kid, somebody who grew up with monsters, be it in the 50s, the 60s, or the early 70s, like me. We grew up with Famous Monsters magazine, and we grew up loving all the ghouls, the Wolfman, Dracula, Frankenstein, the Mummy, Invisible Man, etc. And I don't have really that much to say because I didn't know him, but I wanted to acknowledge his passing and also say I enjoyed hearing him on many audio commentaries on certain DVDs and Blu-rays, and he would sometimes guest with Tom Weaver, who is very good, one of my favorite commentary persons. And he would tell stories of how he met Lon Chaney Jr., for example. He got to meet a lot of the famous stars. So I just wanted to take this moment and few details about him. Bob's Basement was the name informally given to his collection of props, costumes, and other memorabilia. Uh, and New York Times here stated that it could be described as the premier film museum in the Los Angeles area, though it's not open to the public and has no regular hours. Uh, he worked with Paul Blaisdell and associated with him on several of the AIP, International American International Pictures, like Invasion of the Saucer Men, and so on. Um, yeah, some of the films that he was associated with: uh, Invasion of the Saucer Men, Lemon Grove Kids, Meet the Monsters, Rat Fink a Boo Boo, and he also played a gorilla. He was, he had a gorilla costume, and he was known for that. He was all over the place, and I didn't know really much about him, but I do know that he was a very important figure in the monster community. So, hats off to Bob.